Doing it here, right? All right. Good evening, everyone. I have 7 p.m. on Tuesday, July 7th. We are in the council chambers, City Hall. This time I ask the clerk to call the roll.
Councilman Fleetwood.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Munger. Councilman Haycraft.
Here.
Councilman Cohen.
Here.
Councilman Leaders.
Here.
Mayor McCoy.
Here. There being a quorum, I call the meeting to order. At this time, very last minute, would like to ask Councilman Haycraft if he would lead us in the invocation.
I'd love to. As a Catholic, I'm probably normal prayers, but dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the opportunity to gather this evening and make decisions on behalf of our citizens and hopefully what is best for our community. And please guide us in our words and wisdom. And we thank you for everything. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. Thank you, Councilman. Ms. Beadle, lead us in the pledge, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Council. First item, I don't have it on this agenda, but I would entertain a motion to excuse Mayor Pro Tem Munger tonight.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Council. Next up, we have the approval of tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, a second to approve. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, next we have approval of the minutes from the regularly scheduled council meeting, June 16th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Next item, council's approval of payroll and claims from the second half of June of 2026.
So moved. Second.
I have a motion and a second to approve. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. All right, next item up is public comments, and we have one, Miss Maria Poindexter from the American Legion. If you'd like to come up here to the microphone, ma'am.
Name Maria Poindexter, American Legion Commander. Spelling is Maria Poindexter. So I'm here tonight to talk about the big event that we're about to sponsor. Let's see. The American Legion is hosting the largest annual fundraiser for the Veterans and Children Foundation. This is the year marks the 20th annual American Legion Legacy Run. Features over 300 veterans and their family, which will be coming in on August 25th. The route starts in Lincoln, Nebraska, and it ends in Louisville, Kentucky. Last year, they raised over $855,000 in the families in need. For the families in need, we would like to have flag wavers from Veterans Road down through the Highway MM. They're going to come in from the Quincy Veterans Nursing Home, and then they're going to be coming down through Palmyra. So for anywhere from Palmyra down, love to have waivers. Anybody with sensitive ears, we ask that make sure that they have earplugs, because when 300 bikers come around, it's going to be loud. Mm-hmm. In conjunction with that is the biggest. We are going to be hosting a wall for everything from veterans from World War I until present. So that will be a 3-day event, which will start on the 24th from 8 to 8, and then from 8 to 3 on Tuesday, and 8 to 8 on Wednesday, because we're going to close the doors at 3 for the Legacy Run to come in. Let's see. This is a very moving, emotional wall. provides space for reflection, sorrow, and deep gratitude. We will have computers set up, 4 to 5 computers set up with people monitoring them and helping their loved ones find their names on the wall, and guests having other volunteers helping taking them to the wall and showing where their name is on the wall. Let's see. And then last, we also would like to ask any veterans, or if you know any veterans who have pictures, just no originals, if they can send them in or drop them off at the American Legion, because I'm going to also have a wall and put the pictures under each era to show that their being honored. We will have guest speakers. We'll be laying the POW/MIA reefs every day. We'll have color guard, besides the computers, and many volunteers are needed. I did set up for like a 2-hour slots. If anybody would like 2 hours or more, that's totally fine. And in conjunction with that, we've also been selling 250-year merchandise, which has been helping us to fund this project. So that's all.
All right, thank you. Do you have a flyer that you could leave with us, or could you send an email? Oh, you got one, Mike? Okay. So you could just email the clerk so she could pass that out to the council so they have a copy of it. Thank you, Maria.
What was the date of the ride-in, ride-through the flight? 25th, okay, of August. Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right.
And I will add, if anyone has any questions and you don't have anyone else to talk to, you can ask me.
You know something about it, do you?
A little bit.
Okay. Thank you, Councilman. All right, next item on the agenda, Jason Krigbaum, Hannibal Barbecue Festival.
Hello, Council. Just here, annually, 8th annual festival. We've turned over all the insurance information, everything we need. Just asked to raise the decibel every year, but we're never anywhere near that. I just do that for safety reasons with neighbors. Makes it simple on everybody else. All we ask basically is a closing of Collison Street, the end of New London Gravel, and then signs on Market Street.
That should all be submitted in your packet, Council. And did you have anything, Melissa?
No, I just wanted to let you know, the packet did come in. I went ahead and placed it on the agenda. I did get the final comments from all of the departments, and all the departments were okay with it. I got his insurance, we've got his vendors all ready. That's wonderful, so he's good to go.
Okay.
Who do you have coming in this year, Jason?
Dylan Scott on Friday night, and then we got Chris Jansen again coming, and Ashley Cook on Saturday.
Okay, good.
A good show, good weekend.
Council, I entertain a motion to approve the
I got a
request.
question, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
That's my ward, and I got a lot of calls last year, and I'm gonna say a lot, it's probably 5 or 6, of people parking in people's yards. They were on the offshoot. I know they were blocked, but they were able to get their cars down, and they were parking actually in people's yards, and they were calling me. Of course, I didn't have anything I could do about it. Is there any way we can make sure that people are not going down those side streets that are blocked off?
The only road should be closed is Collison from Market down to New London Gravel. And, I mean, they could ask the city to give a few more barricades. We just kind of leave it a little bit because there's one house that's right behind my building. And we always make sure that they have access, because they sometimes
Right.
not very happy with me, but we always make sure they have access to their property.
think-
I wasn't aware of anything else, but I mean, what street?
I think it was you know where that old bank building is that's for sale?
Oh, yeah, across the street, yep.
It was right down that. People were actually parking in their yard. And when they asked them to move, they just ignored them and kept walking on.
Mike, that would just be call the police.
Yeah.
I mean, that's trespassing, and so,
If it's on the city side, yeah, at that point,
Yeah.
I guess I would, I mean,
Well, I mean, I get it. Like, there's a lot of people that come to the concerts, and there's not a lot of extra parking. I mean, there is actually, but I think people don't know about it sometimes, and so they just turn by the hotel and turn down that street, and the street's only so wide with no shoulder. They'll just pull over off the edge, and they wind up in somebody's yard and stuff like that, which really, I don't think there's a whole lot, Jason
I
can do
mean, I
about it,
could
but
put a
like,
few more signs up over there from some of our sponsors, just says no parking along roadway on that road or something.
Well,
If that would
I'm
help.
perfectly comfortable with what Andy said.
Okay,
Just
okay.
I'll just tell them to call the police. I don't know why I didn't do that
Or
last year.
call Jason, he may know somebody has a tow truck.
Maybe make a social media post also to put it on there, just
Yeah.
saying, hey, please
Yeah, we can
respect
put some
people's
out,
lawns.
there's several people's houses.
Of course.
in the area.
I'm sure. You guys do a good job with it, so.
Yes.
The other thing I recommended was if they had concerns about it, create your own barriers, put up your own signs. It's not that big a deal. Just
Handwrite a sign.
put some tape up, say no parking.
Yeah.
But I'll try to do anything else and list a few things, like you said, if I can help in any way like that, so.
all right, council, anything else?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second it.
A motion and a second to approve the request for the Hannibal Barbecue Festival. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, next up on the agenda is a few appointments under my name. The first one is a recommendation of a reappointment for the Park Board. This will be a first reading, so there's no roll call. It'll be for 3 individuals total. Jake Buckman for an appointment for a term to expire July of 2029. Leanne Homburger, appointment for an unexpired term to expire July of 2029. And Chris Harsel, an appointment for a term to expire July of 2029. And again, council, that is a first reading. We'll have them back at the next meeting for second reading and vote. Next item is a recommendation of reappointment for the Hannibal Free Public Library. This, again, is also a first reading for Linda Spawn, appointment for a term to expire in June of 2029. And again, council, first reading, no vote on this one. We'll have it back at the next meeting. That is all that I have under my name tonight. Next on the agenda, we have Scott Haycraft, First Ward Council Member.
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So, funny story how this got on the agenda. Basically, I was at a resident's home, and that morning on the news, KHQA listed a Fix It or Flatten It program. And so I reached out to Andy, and I've been thinking about something like that before, saying, why don't we create a similar program? Well, little did I know, we have a program in place, which is, from what I've read and been informed, is quite the gold standard of a Flatten It program. I did learn that the Fix It side isn't quite as often as advertised, but I think that we discussed a little bit more, and instead keep it on the agenda just as a positive, something that the city is doing to mitigate those homes that are kind of in need of repair or obviously flattened. And Andy said he might be able to present a little bit more with Mark's help on what that program entails.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. So right now, all of that stuff goes through the building commission, which the mayor, Councilman Munger, and Councilman Cohen are a part of. And so kind of where that process goes is the building inspectors go out and they find any houses that are structurally deficient in some way, and that gets brought back to the building commission. The first part of that is to try to work with the homeowner to make the necessary repairs. If that first step isn't met, the next step would be a public hearing. So they'll have a public hearing in front of the commission. The owner would come and present their case, why they're not fixing it, and at that point in time, the commission decides whether or not to give them more time or kind of move to the next step. If then there's no progress and the house is derelict, dangerous, it would then go to the demolition list. And so in the last 9 years, the city has demoed approximately 135 houses in-house using the street department, which is pretty significant. Obviously, demo is our last resort, but some of these houses are desperately in need of coming down. They're dangerous for the community. We also, work very closely with the realtors. We have a voluntary donation program that if, say, you inherit a property that you don't want, you can then donate it to the city and we'll take care of it. We just did that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Looking kind of at the building inspectors list, this last year, we issued 117 residential building permits, 40 for new residential construction and 77 for remodels, which is pretty good. It's an uptick from years past. So we had, 77 different individuals doing rehabs, and the building inspectors can attest, and so the fire department. We have a lot of people renovating rentals and houses right now, which is successful. And then kind of lastly, kind of thanks to Councilman Fleetwood, we have been working on a affordable housing project, and that will be coming to council next meeting, where we are working with a group that will be applying for LIHTC tax money to build affordable housing on lots that the city own, vacant lots that we will sell to them. And so there'll be a big presentation at the next council meeting on that. And so infill housing is not something that's common. We do have a contractor in the room who has done some infill housing. It's not something that happens all the time, but we have seen a little bit. And so this would kick off a more larger project for affordable housing. And so anytime you do that, it's a good thing.
Without a doubt.
Yep. So I can answer any other questions.
I think we just need a better tagline for it.
Yeah.
Because that gets a lot of, the fix it or flatten sounds
Yeah.
good, so, yeah.
Yeah. Mark, that's your job to come up with a cool title.
There you go.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, anything else, Councilman?
Nope.
Andy?
Nope, that's it.
Well, kick it over to you then. You're next on the agenda.
Next up is just some housekeeping. Every so often, we need to approve the Marion County Multi-Jurisdictional Local Hazard Mitigation Plan. It's something that the counties work on, and they have several representatives from the area. Our representative was Chief Naki, and so he participated in the meetings. And it's just basically, you guys can see in your packet, things for FEMA, SEMA, things like that. And so we're required to pass a resolution for that. It also is a requirement for being able to receive FEMA, SEMA money in the course of a disaster. We need to have this approved, so it's just a little housekeeping on that. Resolution to follow.
Questions, council?
Nope.
Okay. Anything else?
And then last up, on July 16th, here in the council chambers at 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., we are going to host a public hearing for the St. Elizabeth demo project. So anybody who would like to come and ask questions or kind of hear the presentation while the engineer's here, we have already started the abatement process. That's been ongoing, and the demo process will follow behind it here in a few weeks. So it's a good chance to talk with the community and answer any questions. Councilman Cohen will be there, myself, and so we just wanted to get that out there.
Thank you, gentlemen. Anything else?
That is it.
All right, thank you. Next up, Melissa Cogburn, City Clerk.
Mayor and council, due to the vacancy of the second ward council seat, we will move forward to filling that seat. We will use the same process that we've used in the past. I have presented a timeline to the council for your approval. On July the 8th, I will go ahead and place advertisements seeking candidates. The advertisements will run on July the 11th and the 18th. We will close the candidate deadline on July the 24th at 10 a.m. Any letters of interest in the position would need to be turned in to me in my office by that time. I will bring those candidates to the council after qualifications are met on August the 4th council meeting for you guys to select. This candidate will only be placed in the seat until the next municipal election, which will be held in April of 2027. So anybody that would like to run for the seat, for the council seat, the sign up will start in December for that. Just a reminder that the minimum requirements and qualifications that must be met would be they would need to be at least 25 years of age. They have to be a citizen of the United States, a registered voter of the city of Hannibal, an inhabitant of the city for at least 1 year, a resident of the second ward for at least 6 months preceding, and no person can hold any office that is in arrears for any city taxes. Again, all letters of interest could be turned in any time between now and July 24th at 10 a.m. to the office of the city clerk or mailed to the office of the city clerk. I will check for qualifications to be met, and then all eligible candidates will be presented to the council.
All right, thank you, Melissa. Council, do you have any questions?
She said 2027, isn't it 2028?
No, you will, when the council appoints the position, You only appoint the position until the next municipal election is held. So the candidate would actually only be in that spot until the election of municipal election 2027. And then the seat will be up in 2028. So the candidate would again have to run for the seat in 2028.
Okay.
So,
I know that. Good question.
Okay. Anything else, Melissa?
nope, that's it.
All right, thank you. Next, Mr. Eric Graham, IT Systems Administrator, renewal for NEUMO.
Good evening, council. Tonight I'm coming before you to ask for the approval to have the mayor sign a renewal contract for NUMO, which was formerly known as Avenues. For those of you that may remember, Avenues was the financial software we used before Cassell, which we currently use. Unfortunately, Cassell did not have a working business license module to it, so we had to continue using Avenues for that. Our new software, BSNA, will not be in place until around September of 2027, so we need to sign another contract for another 12 months in order to have Avenues for the business license for the clerk's office to be able to use that.
Curious, being that that's going to fall a little beyond, will they will only do a 12-month,
So
I'm assuming?
Melissa, correct me if I'm wrong, but they would only do 12 months.
Right,
At
they
a
would
time.
only do 12 months. We had actually ended our contract with them, so we reached out to just keep the business license portion. We have also worked with BSNA, and we have moved the implementation date for the business license. So it will be before the renewal of next year, and so this should be the final contract, just the next 12 months, and then any onboarding that we'll need for BSNA. So I think this should be the final time you see that name.
Okay. Anything else, council?
And that was budgeted, it's in the budget?
Yes, we did include that avenue, the onboarding for BSNA cost and the Cassell cost in the current budget. Andy did include all of those for us to cover until we got BSNA fully implemented in place.
Perfect.
And this is a comparable price that we've paid in the past with them?
We went back and discussed and renegotiated with them and got them to drop just the charges that we would need. They've just dropped all the financial apps and everything off of that. So this is quite a bit less expensive than it normally is, but that's
Okay.
just because we
Sure.
went back and had them
Okay.
to charge us only for the business license portion.
Good.
Anything else, council? All right, that'll be resolution 2624-26 to follow for approval. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
All right, next up, Mark Kimker, Assistant Director of Central Services, DPW, request to set public hearing.
Evening, Council, Mayor, City Manager.
Mark.
Our office received an application from Mr. Russell Goodhart to rezone some property located at the 4600 block of Stardust. It is currently a 1 and 2 family residential, and he would like to have it zoned B multifamily. Mr. Goodhart intends to build a multifamily fourplex. The current zoning does not allow for this type of construction, so he issued and he submitted for a permit, reviewed it. The Planning Zoning Committee reviewed it. They approved it. And so tonight, we are coming to recommend this to the City Council for final approval, and also have our office set up a request for public hearing on July 21st, 2026 at 6:45 p.m.
Questions, council?
So you're wanting approval as well as
No, we are wanting to get a
just the
public hearing
approval for
set.
public hearing?
I was
Okay.
just giving you the full
Yes,
information
okay.
of, and currently it is, has B multifamily all around it. So it doesn't spot zone or anything, it's just right there.
All right.
There'll be a presentation at the next council meeting. This is just a request to public hearing.
Okay.
Yep, that's it.
Council, if there's no other questions, I entertain a motion to approve.
I do have one question. Public hearing, we did that at planning and zoning, now you need to do another one?
We
Yes,
do.
it's
Yes.
required by statute. You have to have a public hearing at planning and zoning, and you have to have one at city council.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes, sir.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Okay, I have a motion and a second to approve the request to set a public hearing for July 21st, 2026, 6:45 PM in council chambers for the purpose of rezoning a 4600 block of Stardust. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Mark.
Mr. Mayor. Thank you, Council.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Next up, Tricia O'Sheltry, Director of Tourism.
Good evening. The first thing you have in front of you is requesting permission for the mayor to enter into a contract to renew our Placer AI contract. This is the tool that we purchased last year to be able to get data on numbers of visitors and where they're going and how many people are attending our events and things like that. So this is the contract. It actually expires today. And so we would like to continue moving forward with that in this budget. And so the contract was included in your packet as well.
Okay. Questions for Tricia on that item, council?
This is Big Brother watching nicely.
Do what?
Big Brother watching?
Yes, yes. It's
So that-
scary what your phones will tell on you about.
Yes, I've seen it.
Yes.
That will be Resolution 2623-26 to file for approval.
All right, and then the second item for you guys tonight is, again, authorizing the mayor to sign the Travel South Scholarship. This is a scholarship that is put on by the Missouri Division of Tourism for an international trade show. I attended last year, and it's really like a 3-year commitment. Enclosed is the application with all of our information that the state requires us to fill out, and then permission for the mayor to sign any reimbursement. We will get reimbursed for hotel and a couple other items with this program if we complete the program.
Okay. Questions, council? If not, that'd be Resolution 2622-26 to file for approval.
All right, last item for you from me this evening is a purchasing policy limitation. Every year I come before council and ask for basically an exception to media buys. Everything that I buy marketing wise to promote Hannibal, it's not something that can be bid out. If you're gonna buy ads on Facebook, you can only buy ads on Facebook. So in the memo, I've listed a bunch of different media companies, different ways that we might advertise in the next in this fiscal year, and the amount is just my entire marketing budget and promotion budget, along with the grant that I received.
Questions about the bid waiver? If not, I would entertain a motion at this time to approve that request.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank you, council.
Thanks, ma'am. Next item on the agenda, this was out on the public agenda, wasn't it? That was tabled?
Yes.
Okay. So we had bill number 26-009, that was tabled from the last meeting, so that should not have been included in this packet. So we will move on to resolution number 2621-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2621-26, a resolution adopting the Marion County multi-districtal local hazard mitigation plan. Councilman Fleetwood,
Yes,
Councilman Haycraft,
Yes.
Councilman Cohen,
Yes.
and Councilman Leers.
Yes.
All right, I now declare resolution 2621-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next item, council, is resolution 2622-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2622-26, a resolution of the City of Hannibal, Missouri, authorizing the Director of Tourism to apply for the Travel South International Showcase Scholarship through the Missouri Division of Tourism and authorizing the mayor to execute any and all documents necessary to support said application and seek reimbursement for eligible expenses. Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
And Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2622-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2623-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2623-26, a resolution authorizing the mayor to execute a contract renewal with Placer AI for tourism data analytics services. Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
And Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
I now declare Resolution 2623-26 duly approved and adopted on this day. Next, we have Resolution 2624-26. I need a motion to have the clerk read this resolution and call the roll for adoption.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 2624-26, a resolution authorizing a one-year agreement for an application hosting and technology support services between the City of Hannibal and Numo, formerly known as Avenue Enterprise Solutions LLC, in the amount of $21,556.20 for the fiscal year 2027. Councilman Fleetwood?
Yes.
Councilman Haycraft?
Yes.
Councilman Cohen?
Yes.
And Councilman Leaders?
Yes.
And I declare Resolution 2624-26 duly approved and adopted on this day.
Can I ask something backtrack?
Sure.
Just curious, James, why the postponement of that bill again? I didn't see anything on that yet. On the Kratom?
I don't know.
It completely my fault. I shouldn't have put it on there. We had already knew that it wasn't going to come back until the next meeting, and I just didn't remove it off the agenda. So completely my fault that it was even on there.
Gotcha.
Not
But
Jamie's
we will
fault
see it
at
on the
all.
next meeting? No.
It was me.
Yes, he asked, it will be on the next.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. Any other discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, everyone.
Multi-jurisdictional. I swear I can say it. I swear I can say it. Jurisdictional. Multi-jurisdictional.
Well, that wasn't too bad.